What's going on then? What's the top 10 like?
That is Denzo 13.6, Emerson Hilton 13.7, Tango 13.9, and Carrie's just in the 14.0.
There you go, I'm in it now. Now in it, I've got 4 minutes left then.
Close one.
Right, so it looks like everyone's in the pits apart from Sully on an outlap. He's going for his second run early, isn't he? There we go then, we are back. And Sully on his he's on his outlap, so it's fine. He's just pretty eager, isn't he? He wants a clean track, of course he'll have the disadvantage of track evolution for the rest of them ahead. So we are back then. I think most people are back in the comments as well. We do apologise. We had a... Oh no, Sully's coming straight back into pits. We've missed Denzo take P1, 113.6 and 113 easily broken then. Denzo usual service then. Emerson second, a 10th off. Tango a further 10th off in third. Cowie just outside the 113s in fourth. Crooksy fifth, great up from him. Nightwing sixth, Sully seventh, Knowles the eighth, Siege ninth and Walker 10th. All 10 drivers in the pits then getting ready to have their last shot at it. Reason for the disconnection was I had my mum downstairs and she decided to plug the internet out. She was trying to turn the lamp on and ended up taking the wrong plug out. But that's sorted now anyway. I know it's unbelievable, but we got back in time for the last run of Q3 anyway. At least we haven't missed the best bit. I have to get little labels and stick them all on which plug's what. Little sticky labels, get pen over them all. Sean saying, why do people cut corners on their in-lap? Why is there not a rule in place that says you shouldn't do that? No, they're saying that in a Discord. That is okay if people want to do that, that's fine. We have said that in the rules. If people want to change that, if there's a majority that want to change that for next season, then that's fine. That's something we can look at doing. If there's multiple people that don't want to do that, looking back into the comments then, Vintage saying he thought it was his connection that went. No, it was mine. And then Formula Moment saying the same. Right, we've got a few cars on their outlap then. Walker's getting ready. He's going to be the first one to start. Is that Walker, of course, hasn't set a lap yet because he invalidated going through sector 1 on his first run. Denzo then on an outlap, all the cars on outlap. Emerson's now going out too. Cowie's going out, Crookie's going out. There's only Nightwing left in the pits, so he's going to leave it really late then. Still enough time though, as long as he gets a quick outlap in. And there we go, then Walker has started his lap in at Alfa Romeo then. See if he can actually get through sector 1 without invalidating this time. He does this bit well, and he doesn't cut the corner there, although obviously you do want to run wide there a little wide would be good to get a better exit onto the straight. And he goes purple through sector 1 again. We don't know whether that actually means it's fastest of all, because we see the purple glitch in this game a lot where it comes up purple even if you're not fastest. And Nightwing's still in the pits, and Nightwing's not coming back out. So it's a shame, that he's not going to be coming out, but it's P6 at the moment, and I'm sure we might be knocked down a little bit more. Walker's... Oh, invalidated again. He's hit the wall. Oh, he's hit the wall on purpose second time round, and that's really messed up Crooks. He's lucky he's only on an outlap. That's not what we like to see there from Walker. He's lost it first time, and he's banged it into the wall, isn't he, unfortunately, there. So, everyone else is on a lap. Who's going to be next? Emerson's just on an outlap. Crooksy's just on an outlap. So first to set their time is going to be Tango in the McLaren, and he spun. And he spun as well at the same bit Walker did. And there's no one around him, so Tango's got time to reverse. But that's it for Tango, then he's not going to have another chance at it. His teammate Sully is going to be up next. And he nearly spins and does the same thing, doesn't he? What's wrong with the track? Everyone's spinning around, aren't they? I mean, it's a horrible track, but these guys obviously are going to be the quickest. Being in the Premier League, it's going to affect them more. As KD says in the comments, oh no, I've missed it. He has missed it. He's been replaced, so Hopefully he can join us on the next one. Sully then comes through the final corner. This looks quick from Sully. What can he do? He's in the 113s. It's P2 for Sully. Wow. Fantastic effort. Idenzo's going to be next. He's nearly 2 tenths up as well. This could be a ridiculous time here from Enzo. Idenzo. What can he do? It's a 113.4. He's on pole position by the looks of it, isn't he? Siege is going to be next. It's third for Siege. Good luck there. He's just ahead of Emerson. Ferrari Cow, he's going to be next. He's invalidated. He's invalidated, unfortunately, and it would have been P2 comfortably there for Cowie, but he's down in 6th. Knowles, he's finished as well. I think he's invalidated. Crooksy's going to be last. He could be up to P2 here. Crooksy with a good lap. What can he do? It is P2 for Crooksy. We've still got Emerson though, and Emerson's invalidated his time. So Idenzo is on pole position then. In the end, the new boys couldn't do anything about it. And the guys joining them in P2 and 3. We mentioned these two early were close and they've done really well. But who'd have thought it? Crooksy P2, Sully P3. Fantastic effort from both of them. Really close between Sully in 3rd and Siege 4th, Emerson 5th. Tango in 6th, and after spinning, Cowie invalidated. He would have been up to 2nd if he didn't invalidate. And then Knowles the 8th, Nightwing in 9th, and Walker's down in 10th then. Walker didn't set a time at all in the end. Let's hope he can get it going for the race. But there we go. Idenzo is still on pole position. What is going to have to be done to stop it, this guy? Crooksy, a fantastic P2. Sully in P3. Siege 4th. We've already been through it all, so we're not going to go through it all again. Of course, this is a little bit, I think, Mexico and Russia, they're 2 tracks where it's a long run down into turn 1, isn't it? So being in the lead, you are going to be under pressure. So the guys behind might be having a little look at that. This could be anyone's race. Have a little look into the comments then. We've got Danny Mason saying invalidate all 3 of my Q3 laps. I presume that's Walker then, because he obviously didn't get a time set on the board, did he? Yeah, and Walker's just said that in the Discord as well. We've got Theo saying hello lads, good to see you Theo. Shadow's saying great lap Sully. And yeah, Shadow's absolutely right. It was a fantastic lap, wasn't it, from Sully? Really good. Didn't expect that from him at all. Good to see someone new up there challenging at the top too. And then Emerson obviously starting in P5. Looking forward to see what he can do in the race. And we've got guys starting down the field as well, like Sean in P14. I'm sure he's going to improve on that. Serious Mushroom 12, always got to watch out for him. Bradfield in 16th took a comfortable 7th when reserving last week for Singapore. So watch out for Bradfield, he might win this.
No chance. Stay in the race and get as less penalties as you can.
Do apologise in advance. I'm pretty sure at some point in this race you'll hear a naughty word out of Bradfield's mouth when he spins and hits the wall. At some point it's bound to happen. We're just waiting. Who are we waiting for? It says we're waiting for everyone on my screen.
Yeah, nothing's come up on mine.
Hopefully it solves itself in a second. I think Liam's now the host. I saw when I joined back. Are you all in the session or is it just the same screen?
We're all in, but there's no names up.
Session's fucked. Oh, sorry, I do apologise.
There you go. Look.
I do apologise, yeah, I'm just reading out what says in the Discord channel. Right, yeah, we're going to have a restart then, by looks. It's not doing anything, is it? Yeah, we're going to have a restart then. Alright, everyone leave the session. And then, again, we do apologise, but I don't know if it's something to do with me leaving. I mean, it shouldn't do. Because I'm not even hosting the lobby now, but...
You have to turn the whole game off.
Katie's saying, wait, can I still join? No, you can't, because we have got a full 20 now. But yeah, we'll get the game started again. Do the custom grid in the lobby. We need to wait for everyone in the lobby before we sort out the custom grid, so please don't ready up when we get there. Right, let's set this up then. Oh, come on. Why does it always do that when you click on square to create a new lobby? It flicks off, look. There you go, you can see it on the streams. Crazy why it does that. Right, F1 cars. Qualifying, none. Starting grid. Custom grid, there we go. Race distance, 50%. Weather. Does anyone know in the comments what it said for the weather for the race? Did it say a dry race? Because if it said dry race, obviously we'll put it on dry. Session start time official. Race settings. Damage is on full. Safety car is on. Rules and flags strict. Formation up is on. Bradfield on. Unlike when you set the lobby up. There we go. And that is. Oh, I should have sent the invites out first, really, shouldn't I? That'd have made sense. But Premier League. Go on my custom list. Invite everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're all sent them. Dry all race says Chazza, there we go, and so that's what we'll stick it on. And then it's Bradfield, Jake the Slayer, wherever he is, and then Emerson and Walker. There we go, they were the other ones that aren't on the custom list yet. Quickly get Walker an invite wherever he is. Take me ages to go down my friends list, come on. Why has your name got to start with W? There we go, eventually got him. We'll get second invites out as well once the custom grid is done. Right, the track, got to change that before we end up in Melbourne. Right, can't do the custom grid actually until everyone is in the lobby. Quickly invite everyone. Give everyone a spare invite. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Good old Emerson, eh? Clarkie's just messaged me saying, yeah, Emerson's replacing you, Clarkie. I think they're rivals in the league, aren't they? Right. Just, yeah, I think everyone nearly is in a session. We're just waiting on one. No good readying up yet. Still not done the grid. I remember last time this happened we had to restart. It didn't actually do the custom grid for us, did it? Right. Spectate. Here we go. Who are we waiting for? We're waiting for Red Bull. We're waiting for Woods. He's probably racing round on his own, isn't he? Thinking he's winning the race. Quickly stick it on dry then for the weather. Clear, dry. There we go then. Right, let's rewind the stream to what the grid was like then. Right, there we go. I've got it on the top 10. Is everyone in? Everyone is in then. Right, custom grid. Let's get this sorted. Grid editor. Right. Yeah, me and P1, that'd be good. Oh. Why is it said people are left? Who's left? Nightwing and Idenzo have left. I'm not sure why. Right, Crooksy was P2, wasn't he? P1 is Idenza. We can't do that at the moment, though. Sully P3. Not actually done this grid editor before. Siege P4. Emerson P5. P6 is Tango. 7th is Cowie. Trying to do this as quickly as I can, but without making mistakes. 8th then is Nolsey. 9th is Nightwing, wherever he is. Thank you, Sean, for getting us another invite. Nightwing isn't in the lobby at the moment now, unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that for now. Idenzo, there we go. Idenzo is back. Let's get him all the way up then. Reply down, move me all the way down to the back, because I'm not racing. 9th, Nightwing. Still waiting for Nightwing though. Walker then 10th, so I move player up Do apologise that this has had to happen to these guys on their debut as well. Let's go back to Q2 then. And then see the grid for there. Let's rewind back to it. I can't find it. Where is it?
Nightwing's back.
There we go. So Liam's 11th. Nightwing is back. There we go. That's good. Nightwing, where do we say he was? He was 9th. There we go. 9th for Nightwing. So 11th was Liam. 11th Liam. 12th Serious Mushroom. 13th is Rick Dalton. 14th TTG Sean. 15th is Farf. Bradfield was last. 16th. Jake the Slay 17th. Chaz at 18th. Woods 19th. Jay Story 20th. There we go then. And me 21st. Right, that is all done then. So should that all save now? If I just click on back, do we know? Not sure if it does or not. Because we had a problem before when we set all this up and it didn't work, didn't we? Do I just click back then? I quickly on the stream. Are they able to start on the tyres they qualify? Again, another good point. You have to start on the tyres. I'll quickly put a message in the Discord as well. Have to start on the tyres that you went through the Q3 on. So top 10. Have to start on those tyres. There we go, that is in the Discord now as well. Top 10 must start on tyres you qualified on. Obviously, if anyone doesn't, they'll have their race result disqualified. Don't forget your setup, says Chazza. Fantastic point as well.
Yeah.
Of course, when we've not had a lobby restart, have we? Apart from once earlier on the season in Japan. Do not forget to put your setups on. Right, is that? Can I just press back now and that is saved? Does anyone know? People in the comments, is that fine if I just click back then? Spectate, yeah, I will spectate once I've done this. Yes, there we go. Confirm changes, brilliant. Right, that should be done then. Got custom grid. We are ready to go. Host options, just check formation app is on, and it is all ready to go. Spectating for me, and let's ready up everyone.
Go.
At last. But last time, because the only reason I asked if that's alright if I just press back, when we did it in Japan, we restarted the lobby for... Do you want to tell us why we restarted the lobby, Justin? Can you remember?
God, Japan, I can't remember, mate.
Because you forgot to put the formation app on, that's why.
Yeah, that's probably right, yeah.
So we restarted the lobby, and we did the custom grid, didn't we? And it just didn't work for some reason. It didn't save. We was waiting for Walker to ready up then, and then we are good to go. Remember, you were starting second, so we knew something was wrong. So, of course, it does bring an advantage for everyone because they're on fresher tyres then at the beginning. Especially for those people that did their lap, like Walker, I think, got through the Q3 on 3-lap old mediums, so this will help him out. I've never done a custom grid before, saying Chazza. No, I've only ever done it once and it didn't work. Right, does it say you're starting 16th?
Dunno yet.
So session starts in 18 seconds. My screen is frozen.
Just waiting for Woods. Right, it's now coming on.
There we go. It says waiting for everyone to load in now. Hopefully we can get this session going. Still saying everyone's spinning around.
Yep, still black at the minute. Screen. Can't set up.
Come on, don't do it again. It's a new lobby. No reason for it to do it again. Are you further than you got last time?
No, I'm just trying to sort out my just didn't let me do it earlier. Here I am.
Here we go, we got the countdown now at least. I think
Yeah.
Spectator just put us in the session a bit early, didn't it? That's why. But there we go, we got ticks. That's what we like to see. Don't forget the weather, same finish. Yes, I did make sure to put it on dry in the end, obviously, because it was going to be a dry race, people said, unless everyone's just conned me into thinking that, and it was meant to be raining, but sure they wouldn't do that. Freddie Crook saying yes to do that. Right, there we go, and everyone is in the position they're meant to be. Oh wow, it worked. Right, and let's have a look on tyre. There we go, Siege, Knowlesy, Nightwing are all on the soft tyres like they should have been, so it's good to see they've all done that. All back to normal then. Let's see at the bottom 10. Nobody is starting on hard tyres, which I'm surprised at. Rick, Jake the Slayer and Chaz are on softs, and the rest on mediums. Surprised that no one's on the hards. Really surprised. Maybe they think there's going to be an early on safety car. Anyway, now Denzo with Crooksy and Sully behind, who aren't in contention really. Sully's in the relegation zone because he's only done a couple of races with us. Good chance for Idenzo to extend away, isn't it, really, at the beginning, and extend his points advantage at the top. Crooksy and Sully, if they don't challenge him for the lead themselves, they might be able to hold up the rest of the pack for him. And obviously with fast reserves racing like Emerson and Walker, that might help Idenzo too to take some points away from Siege and Cowie, who are still definitely in the hunt for the title. But definitely an unusual P2, P3. I don't think we've seen Crooksy and Sully that high up in qualifying before, have we? The Siege might be challenging at the start as well, being on those soft tyres, but at the same time he is pretty much guaranteed. Oh, he might be, because he's on brand new fresh softs now, because of the lobby restart, he might be able to stretch to a one stop if there is a safety car, and then do his soft hard. We saw 22 laps for mediums last night at a push, so I'm sure hards could do, yeah, possibly 8 laps. Well, he's saying here, predicted stop strategy up to lap 11 to 14 on soft tyres. Surely they're not going to go that far on softs. If that's the case, then a one stop is possible for the guys starting on the softs. Anyway, we've blagged our way through the formation lap. Idenzo's shaping them up then. No one's been disqualified from the formation lap. That's a good start. And we get ready then for the race start. So much starting on mediums compared to last night's. Yeah, like we were saying, the top 10 were all on softs, weren't they, last night? So it's going to be a different sort of race. Here we go then, we'll wait for the lights. We've got lights, we haven't got cars revving up low, so it's not going to be... They won't be going when the lights are out, that's for sure. Don't know why it always does that. We'll wait for the cars to rev up. Here we go. Cars revving up. We've got lights. We'll pretend we've got lights. Here we go. Lights out then. We are away. And I think Crooksy's got a good start, hasn't he? Oh, we got a Ferrari spinning out. Who's that? Crooksy's got a good initial getaway. Idenzo sweeps to the inside to cover him off. Let's have a look then. Idenzo has still got the lead. Crooksy, Emerson's got a fantastic start. He's up into P2. Crooksy's going to fight it off, but he's lost out. So Emerson comfortably in P3. Siege and Crooksy are getting a bit close there. McLaren's either side of that Haas driver, and it was Liam that went off early on. Idenzo's pulling the way out into the lead then. Siege going around the outside, looking for it on Tango. Cowie's right behind Siege. Just hope they don't come together. And Knighton's getting past Sully. Siege and Cowie are side by side. What can Cowie do on the mediums? He goes round the outsides, they make contact, but Siege keeps the place, and we see an Alfa Romeo. Sully and Walker have taken each other out there. They've had a collision then, that's not very good. Promotes a couple of guys up then. Rick Dalton's getting past Knowlesy for P9. I think Knowlesy has got some wing damage there as well. As then we see Sean go round the inside Knowlesy. Knowlesy really struggling then with that wing damage. I'm sure he's going to have to come in. Cowie's getting passed by Nightwing for P6. And he's got to have a look back at the inside. Here's Cowie. And he clips the apex a bit too much there. And he doesn't get the move done. So Denzo leads by over a second. Emerson got a fantastic start. We'll have a look at the position change. 3 places he's gained. Crooksy down to P3 then, but he's still looking good. Tango gained 2 places up to P4. Siege on those soft tyres. He's really catching up to Tango. He wants to get that place back after losing it on lap 1. He goes to the inside of Siege on Tango. And both Red Bulls are in the pits. That's not good. They're going to double stack. Siege now has the outside. And he does get the move done on Tango. Although Tango's going to gets a better exit, of course. And he's going to have another look back at Siege. Great battle early on here. And we've still got 20 cars after lap 1. Goes to the outside then Tango. He's now going to have the inside, but it's going to be a tight line. Let's have a look on board with Siege. Siege has now got the outside. This is such a good battle. These guys are so good on different tyres as well. Siege got a better exit there, but Tango's got the outside line. Does he leave enough room? No, he doesn't leave enough room, and it spins Siege. And Siege is in the wall. Tango, I don't think he left enough room there, unfortunately. And Siege now facing the wrong way. He's going to be down towards the back, isn't he? So Tango's up to 4th. Nightwing's gained 4 places up to P5. Cowie in 6th. Rick 7th. Farf 8th. 7 places gained for Farf. Great start for him. Sean in 9th. Serious Mushroom 10th. Bradfield is up into 11th. He's been quite one there. He's having a bit of a race of his own, or he's catching up to the front pack. Emerson's closing on Idenzo for the lead as well. He's just set the fastest lap. Chazza in 12th. Jake Stay 13th. Jay Story is up to 14th. And all the guys down the back. I think Sully. Oh, was Jay Story? Did he hit the wall there? I'm not too sure. Sully's going to get the place, isn't he? He's had an instant. Siege has got a penalty for corner cut, and then Siege is in trouble. He's got to come into the pits. The man second in the championship. He's got a penalty for speed in the pits as well. Really not having a good race, and he's retired. Siege has retired the car in the pits. And there was an incident there with Tango. I'm not sure if Tango left enough room. Anyway, move away from that. Idenzo is under big pressure from Emerson, isn't he? And Siege is not happy then, is he? He's out of the session. Just saw it was going to happen though. I don't think Tango left enough room. Anyway, I'll ask for his footage at the end. As Emerson probably gets his first warning there for going slightly over the corner. The yellow flag goes away. He's gonna, and there we go. Emerson does get his 3-second time penalty. Walker, then Woods, Liam and Knowlesy are further back, having had to pit. And again, that is a problem when so many people are a similar pace and so quick as well. They do sometimes go for it a little bit more than they should. And then unfortunately the consequence of that is bumps, isn't it? I'm not sure, has Idenzo got wing damage? No, he's not got wing damage, I'm making it up. He's going to be under huge pressure here though from Emerson. Emerson's got DRS, he opens his ERS, opens a DRS and uses his DRS. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't get my words out, can I? Uses ERS and opens DRS, and he gets the move done, and Nightwing's getting the move done on Tango as well. He goes down the inside. Nightwing gets the move done. We said Nightwing's good in Mexico, and he's showing it in the race, isn't he? Nightwing up to P4. Crooksy's in a bit of a league of his own, P3. Idenzo, Emerson's got the DRS still, so Idenzo's not going to be challenging back. Tango catching up to Nightwing again then, but Cowie is going to put Tango under some big pressure, and Cowie's got a great chance to close up to Siege in the standings, isn't he? Although he's on low fuel mode. Oh, not low fuel mode, but he's on yellow fuel gauge, so he's got to save some fuel at some point in the race. A bit of a manic start then. Cowie, that's where Cowie's been let down the last few weeks. He's got too many penalties. He needs to avoid some of them round here if he's to get back in a fight for the title. Rick Dalton in 7th then, catching up to this fight. Nightwing's starting to close up to the Crooksy, isn't he? He's pulling away from Tango. Woods gets a 3-second penalty. Farf up to 8th then, closing up to this gap too. He's had a great start. So Sean in 9th. Serious Mushroom only up 2 places to 10th, which isn't as much as the guys around him. He's probably cautious at the start, which I don't blame him for being. Jay Bradfield up in 11th. He does join us in the commentary team today. Jake the Slayer 12th. He's had a steady start too. Chazza up to 13th. He's going to put Jake the Slayer under some pressure here. Opens his DRS, so he got him the right way round this time. ERS activated. He goes to the inside, and I think Chaz is going to get that move comfortably, and he does then. We're going to have a look at Cowie. Oh, Nightwing's had a huge smash. He's got to be careful rejoin the track, and he does it now. He is ghosting, but I'm not sure what's gone on there. I think he was on his own, wasn't he? He just spun on his own, and Nightwing got a safety car for that too. So even though Nightwing's got the car going, he's no front wing at all. I think he just lost it by himself there, Nightwing. He was about a second away from the guy in front and the guy behind, but just spun there. I think he lost traction, and he's hit into the walls, and he danced to your dead zone, and Sea Shane just turned in like I wasn't there. Siege, yeah, and we were watching that with Tango as well. That is what we thought happened. Obviously, Siege, get your footage into that, and we can have a look. We were on board with it at the time. And Nightwing is struggling with no front wing. He needs to get the car back to the pits and change it. He will come out towards the back, but of course, with this safety car, still everything to play for. The Red Bull guys at the back will be happy. Walker and Liam will be happy as well. Not sure what happened with Liam at the beginning, at the start. We get a minute to catch our breath. But of course, Liam just went flying off, didn't he, on the start straight. It's a great opportunity for the guys on the soft tyres to come into the pits, and Rick Dalton's doing that. Bradfield's doing that as well. Hopefully they won't have to double stack. Oh no, they will have to double stack, because Rick Dalton's going to have to wait as well, and Bradfield's going to lose out big time here. Poor communication. He's on mediums as well. I'm not sure why he has come in, but it's going to put him right to the back, isn't it, for Bradfield? Bradfield then really shot himself in the foot there after a good start. I think even Nightwing might get out ahead of him. All the guys that started on the mediums are going to be staying out then. So Emerson, Idenzo, Crooksy, Tango, Cowie, Farf, Sean and Serious Mushroom. They're the top 8 then. We then had Rick, who's coming to the pits. He's on fresh mediums. Chaz has put hards on. Can they go to the end? I think it'd be a huge struggle. But we saw mediums do 22 laps yesterday. And that was the absolute limit, because we saw Bills get a puncture. So I'm sure hards could do 30 at a push. So Chaz attempt Jake the Slave on fresh mediums in 11th now, looking really good for him. Sully 12th on the hards, such a good qualifying. He started 3rd. Still a lot to play for. He's had an instant and he's still back up in 12th. Knowlesy 13th, Walker 14th. Bradfield's behind him in 15th. Jay Story 16th. Nightwing 17th then after his spin. Liam 18th and Woods down in 19th, but he's obviously had an issue somewhere. And Rick Dalton's got a 3-second penalty for cutting corners under the safety car, which is normally something his Mercedes teammate does. And Jake the Slayer's done the same thing. I think he did the same thing last night. Jake the Slayer get a penalty under the safety car. He'll be gutted. And Tango's getting past Crooksy. I'm not sure what's going on. That's because Tango's in the pits and it's a late call. But Tango is coming into the pits. Is he putting hards on? Presume he would be. He is putting hards onto the end. I'm surprised he didn't pick the lap before though, Tango. So he's going to come out quite far down now. I think it'll be 12th. No, it'll be even lower than 12th. So mistake there by Tango. He should have pitted to that before. And he's coming quite far down the grid now. He's not left the session at least. That's one positive for Tango. Jay Story's behind them, and the field are all going to be bunched up in a second though. Just waiting for Liam and Woods to catch up. And then they'll all be bunched up, and hopefully we can get running again as soon as possible. Mexico is always going to be one of those tracks. It's not very wide and so many little turns. It's a track you have to be patient. I honestly think apart from Monaco, Mexico is going to be the second most instant packed race. We said that before the week started, and it was proven in the championship yesterday. Cars do just need to be an extra bit patient at Mexico, because look, so many twists and turns, and even the fast corners, they're just, you know, we're seeing cars spin by himself there, so it's impossible to go side by side there. And of course, like we mentioned last night, the reason a lot of them spin is because they are fast corners. You want to put a pacey setup on the car, especially because look at the straight, as you can see on the map there. The straight is so long. It's a safety car is in this lap. Great to see then. The straight is so long. If you've got a downforce set up to get through sector 2, you're going to be just fed to the lines, aren't you, on that straight? But anyway, a late call to restart then, as the safety car is coming in. Emerson then, can he defend from Idenzo? The top 7 will have to pit, I'd say around lap 14, 15, then go hards to the end. That could help the runners further behind then that have already pitted. Oh, we've got an instant there from Bradfield then. Not sure what's happening. He's got a penalty for collision with Walker, and Emerson's put the hammer down already. And I think he's caught Idenzo napping as Emerson. And Emerson has already got an advantage. And Idenzo could be in trouble here from Crooksy, couldn't he? Great start then from Emerson. What a getaway that was. He's nearly a second clear already. And we've got a yellow flag, and Sully's had an instant as Sully on the straight. He's facing the wrong way. Let's have a look then. Crooksy can't get close to Idenzo. Cowie's next to come through. He's close to Crooksy. Farf up in 5th. And Sully has retired the car. Unfortunately, Sully is out. Sean in 6th. Serious Mushroom 7th. Nightwing getting past Jay Story for P15 then. There we go. He got the move done as Tango gets the penalty. Liam catching up to J Story now as well. Yellow flag, and Cowie's getting past Crooksy, and he gets the move done. We've seen Cowie and Crooksy have had some epic battles, haven't they, over the last few weeks, and Cowie's getting the better of Crooksy here. Cowie up to P3, and can he trouble Idenzo as J Story's getting passed by Liam Yellen. Bradfield's getting passed by Tango. This is where Tango had his instant with Siege, and now Bradfield's under pressure from Nightwing. Is he going to fight it? Oh, he's got to be careful, and he does very well there, Bradfield, to get out of the way of Nightwing. That's what we like to see. It's pointless fighting battles when you know someone quicker than you is coming up behind and risking getting an instant, because Bradfield could be on for some points here as well. Anyone can be Mexico. Idenzo then is about a second down. Farf's got his first 3-second penalty. Cowie and Furden's looking to catch up to Idenzo, even though we've had a safety car, he's still on a fuel set. He still needs to save fuel. All the top 8 then within DRS range of each other. Of course, DRS not activated yet. Got to wait 3 laps after the safety car comes in. Idenzo is catching back up to Emerson though. It's only 6 tenths now, and Crooksy's got his first 3-second penalty. In P4 then. And I think it was a worthy penalty as well, because he's gained a good few attempts there getting that exit. Catching back up to Cowie, and Nightwing's getting past Tango for P13. And he does it on that second straight, and Tango's left a session, and that's the first time he has got a spare invite. I think he has only got one though, because of the lobby restart. I didn't get loads sent out to him. Crooksy is catching up to Cowie. Again, look, is he spinning? Oh, they're just sliding through all the corners, aren't they? And look, it's causing them to get so many penalties. I think it's just a matter of time before someone loses it through Sector 2. Though Cowie is going quick there, and Tango is falling down the order, and we're going to quickly get him another invite. Very, very quickly. Hopefully we don't miss anything. There we go, he has got one more invite. There we go, he has joined, so he's got spare invite now as well. Idenzo is over a second then away from Emerson, so Emerson's out of DRS range. Cowie just outside of DRS range from Idenzo in front. Crooksy's catching back up to Cowie, and everyone behind is within DRS range. Not sure why the gaps aren't changing for the top 3. It's been stuck on that for ages. Walker's getting past Knowlesy for P12, and he does it down the inside of turn 1. Liam getting past Bradford for P14. Good move there from Liam under the brake, and I think that was as well. And Bradfield on these hard tyres does concede it. Knowlesy catching back up to Walker. Not sure if they collided there, but sensible driving from both of these. And there we go, the intervals have all gone now, unfortunately. But yeah, we can see that Idenzo is falling away from Emerson a little bit, isn't he? Yeah, we can see it. The gap must still be about a second. We'll see as they cross the line. We've lost early on Sully and Siege, the guys that started in P3 and P4 then. Such a shame. I think they both retired by themselves. They both had instants, didn't they? Siege with Tango, and then Sully. He had 2. I'm not too sure who they're with, as Knowlesy's getting passed by Nightwing now. At the end, well, the beginning of Sector 3, sorry. And we've got a bit of a train forming here, haven't we? I think that's from Chazza backwards, isn't it? Chazza on the hard tyres, Jake the Slayer on the fresh mediums, catching up to him as we see the gaps come across the line now. And Farf is really gaining on Crooksy now for P4. Serious Mushroom and Rick closing in on Sean for P6. But here's the real battle at the moment. Jake the Slayer is catching up to Chazza. Does he go to the inside? He does go down the inside. Does Chazza defend it? He doesn't defend it too much. He goes for the better line, and Chazza's got to watch out for Walker. That's okay, Walker's a bit further back. Great move there from Jake the Slayer, the championship driver, to get past Chazza. Now Chazza's under pressure from Walker then. Walker's got the speed, isn't he? He's going to go down the inside of Chazza, and he's really late on the braking, isn't he? And he's... Oh, Chazza went for the switcheroo and lost it. Chazza has lost it then. Went for the switcheroo, he just lost traction, didn't he? He's going to wait for Liam to get back on the track. Chazza rejoins then. Is he ahead of Liam? No, he's not. Chazza rejoins in 14th then, just ahead of Bradfield. Nightwing in P11 and is catching up to Walker. And Jake the Slayer in P9, and he's going to be under pressure now from all the guys behind. Nightwing activates his ERS then. Does he go down the inside of Walker? He does. He's going to go for it. And Walker concedes a position. Great move there from Nightwing. And well done to Walker there for leaving enough room too. Jake the Slayer is going to be fed to the lines on his straight, isn't he? Nightwing, I'm sure, yeah, Nightwing's got a great exit there as well, although Walker's got a bit spinny, isn't he? He could be under pressure from Knowlesy. fast outside of DRS range now from the car in front. Nightwing, here he goes then. Yeah, he's going to get that done pretty comfortably, aren't they? Tango's left the session again. Unfortunately, he's down in P17. Jake Deslayer's passed then. There we go. And Knowles, he didn't get close enough to Walker, did he? So whilst the gaps again are the same, we'll get Tango another invite. Come on, Tango. We need to get him to stay in this session. There we go. We see the car in front. That's Walker going down the inside of Jake the Slayer. And they make contact a little bit. Jake the Slayer is fighting it. Walker's still on the outside. Then let's see what he can do. He's going to get better exit, isn't he? He's got a fantastic exit. He's going to be outside. But they're about evenly matched, aren't they? Jake the Slayer's got to be careful. Oh, Walker's been spun. Walker's been spun there by Jake the Slayer. And Walker is out. And Jake the Slayer, after Finky, not sure it's virtual safety car. It's reserves as well that have had the incident there. We always say to reserve they need to be that extra bit careful. I'm not sure if Jake the Slayer left enough room. Obviously we'll see footage of that at the end of the race. And there is an opportunity for these medium runners at the front end to come into the pits. And again, we have seen a good few incidents, haven't we? Mexico, it's just that sector 2. People constantly have an instance. Do not go side by side sector 2. If there's someone quicker than you coming up behind you, I'm not saying just concede the place, but you've got to be careful and leave the cars width, otherwise it's gone to end in chaos for you. We saw Ayrton last night, didn't we? He won the race. He started back on hards. He held back. He was sensible as the VSC has ended. He was sensible. He held back and he got his strategy right. Didn't have many instances at all. He had one side by side with Nunda, which is what he was not found at fault for, and that was it. And that's how he won the race. Farf now leads and he hasn't pitted. I think everyone else has pitted, haven't they? Yeah, everyone has apart from Farf. Farf, I think, is quite far in front as well. We can't see the times at the moment. Jay Story's getting passed by Sean for P13. Sean is one who did pit. Hards to the end then for Emerson. Hards to the end for mediums for Idenzo. I'm sure they're not going to go to the end. But he has gone for the mediums. We saw 22 laps done yesterday. 23 I think is going to be too much. Especially for someone with the pace of Idenzo. He's going to put more strain on those tyres. Cowie's gone to softs, so he's guaranteed to stop of them. And Chaz has lost positions. He's cut the corner. And in cutting the corner, he's lost it, hasn't he? As Bradfield's under pressure from Woods then. And Woods, in attacking that move, Woods, he's been passed by Crooksy then. So Woods down into P10, he's lost 2 places then. Bradfield up into 8th. Could have been a lot better if he didn't get held up in the pits. You see the intervals then. Emerson's catching up to Liam. He's got DRS. And Emerson's going to ease past Liam. Then Idenzo's going to be close. But Cowie's getting past Idenzo. Of course, Cowie's on the softs on different strategies. And Chaz has retired the car in the pits then. 4th retirement. And Tango's left again, unfortunately, as Crooksy gets past Jay Bradfield for P8. We're going to see some different point scores today, I'm sure. Because Siege is out. Chaz has been in the points the last couple of races, I think, isn't he? He's out as well, and then Walker and Sully, unfortunately for them, they're both out, but Bradfield's up in the points. He's got to watch out for Woods, although Woods is on 11 lap old mediums. I'm sure he's going to pit soon. It's Liam. I think he let his teammate Cowie pass. Now what Liam needs to do now is hold up Idenzo for his teammate. As Knowles, he passes Jay Story for 13th. He's going to hold up Idenzo. Look what he's doing here. He's letting his teammate Cowie pull away on those soft tyres, and he's holding up Idenzo to let Cowie pull away. Will Idenzo go for a move here? No, he won't. And watch, Liam's just going to go slowly through this sector, isn't he? Walker has joined back. He's out of the race, so I think he has got spare invite. He might have been kicked. Tango's joined back as well. It's good to see Farf finally pits then. So there we go. I'm sure Idenzo leads past Liam then on this straight, won't he? Cowie does set the fastest lap then. Farf's on fresh soft, so it's a 2-stopper for him as well. The field is getting bunched up, isn't it? Cowie passes Emerson for P3, then Emerson won't be too bothered by that. He knows that Cowie's got to pit again, and Emerson will comfortably get to the end. And there we go. Now Idenzo goes down the inside of Liam too. Now Idenzo, obviously on a different strategy to Emerson. I'm not sure if Idenzo's trying to get to the end or not. What did Idenzo? Oh, Idenzo started on mediums, didn't he? So he can't go to the end. Jake the Slayer and Serious Mushroom back now for P13 then. Jake the Slayer loses the position. No, we have DRS here, and Nightwing is in... Where's Nightwing? He's in P2. There we go then. He had a big collision earlier on, didn't he? He's back up in the P2. So things looking up for him. Rick Dalton is in the lead of the race then. Don't know why my interval times are going all the time. But Rick Dalton, after a poor qualifying, does lead the race. Of course, he has got a pit quite soon, but a good start for him then. Emerson P4, Idenzo. How close is he to Emerson? We'll go back to the interval when they cross the line. Go back to the tyres. So we now see the intervals. Nightwing is about 2 seconds. Cowie will start to close up to these front runners. Emerson's outside DRS range. Idenzo the same. Liam again just outside of it. Sean gets a 3-second penalty. Crooksy's on hards to the end, so Crooksy's looking good for some decent points here. Woods has got to pick pretty soon. 13 laps on those mediums. He's going to get passed by Farf soon, but Bradfield's going down the inside of Farf. And Farf's getting a slipstream off Woods as well. This is going to be a close battle. Bradfield's got wing damage. He's got to be careful. Farf's going to swoop round the outside, and he takes 2 places. Bradfield backed off, which I fair play to him. And Farf took 2 moves there. And we're currently scouting through all of our videos of this season so far, looking for overtake of the season. And that's got to be a contender there for Farf. Brilliant, a couple of moves there from Farf on 2 drivers that are very respectable in Woods and Bradfield in leaving room. Sean's up behind them with fresh hards. Knowlesy, Serious Mushroom, Jake the Slayer, all also on fresh hards. They'll all be going to the end, and this is a safety car again, and the race has calmed down now a little bit the last couple of laps, which is good to see. We've got no one within DRS range of each other apart from Sean on Bradfield. Sean's on 7 lap fresher tyres, and I'm sure when Sean gets to Bradfield, not sure if he's going to get to him on the straight because it's only just under a second, but if he does, I just think it'll be easy pickings on the straight. I just think he's a bit too far back at the moment, isn't he? Tango's closed up within Jake the Slayer's DRS range, isn't he? That's going to be the next battle to watch. Yeah, Sean is too far back this time round, but he's very low. He's got no ERS left at all, has he? He's got the DRS, so he is gaining, so he might, if he gets a good couple of corners here, he might have another chance of it. Going into this little sector here, he gets a good exit as well, and Bradfield doesn't. He gets a little bit losing the rear end as Tango gets past Jake the Slayer, then down to turn 1. Jake the Slayer looking for the switcheroo. Oh, he's hit into the back of Tango. Hopefully he's not got wing damage from that. Not too sure, we can't see. He's right behind Tango then. Does Sean get past Bradfield? No, he doesn't. He looked, but he decided against going for it. He's got to follow Bradfield now for the next sector. And Sean really, to get his race up and running, he needs to get past Bradfield and Woods in the next couple of laps. Woods has just got a 3-second penalty. And Bradfield has got wing damage, hasn't he? So he is going to struggle through sector 2. And Sean's got DRS here. I think Sean's going to go for the move. He's going to go around the outside. Bradfield blocks it off. Good defending from Bradfield. He cuts the corner and gets a penalty though. Sean stays behind Bradfield's a little nudge. And Cowie's getting past Nightwing for P3. There we go. Easy move there down the straight. Of course, Cowie is on the soft tyres. You'd expect him to be quick at this stage of the race. He's going to look to close up to Rick Dalton now then. And Nightwing, I just think, will be putting on hard soon till the end of the race. As Bradfield finally gets passed by Sean. I'm not sure if Nightwing actually started on mediums or not. If he didn't start on mediums, he might go a few more laps and then put mediums on to the end. Sean gets past Bradfield. Next up for him then is going to be Woods. And Woods on 15 lap old mediums again. I'm sure it's going to be easy work for him. And Bradfield has got wing damage. See, I'm sure he's going to try and... If Bradfield can extend just for a few more laps until around that 21 or 22, they can come into the pits and put mediums onto the end. That's what I'd do. As a message directly to you. Obviously, if you pit now for mediums, you'll struggle to do 18 on them. But hang it out another couple of laps and then come in for mediums to the end. Farf on these soft tyres as well and catching up to Crooksy, isn't he? Bit of a train for him. He needs to get past Crooksy and Liam coming onto this strategy. If he wants to make it work, he needs to get these moves done soon. Crooksy, of course, is going to have DRS from Liam in front though, so that's not going to help. He might look for another double overtake move here. He's got a good exit here as Farf. Not got much ERS left though. Yeah, and Crooksy's pulling away from him because of the slipstream he's got. Cowie, look how close he's caught up to Rick Dalton, and he's going to have DRS then down to turn 4. Opens it up. I'm sure Rick's not going to fight this too hard. Cowie goes to the inside. And Rick Dalton's a little bit glitchy, but Cowie, he pushes him wide a little bit, but Rick Dalton conceded. Cowie takes the lead of the race, and as Knowlesy gets past Bradfield for P11. Sean is right in the back of Woods then, but not close enough yet, is he? Not sure why he's not got DRS there. Down to turn 4. He's well within a second. So he must be a lot further back. Oh, what's this we got going on? It's Crooksy. Our Farf's got past Crooksy. He's going to do another double move. Farf does get another double overtake done. Crooksy, it got a poor exit and he managed to get past him, and he sweeped past Liam as well. And fair play to Liam for backing out there too. But Farf has got a 3-second penalty now. So Crooksy, 5 lap old hards, and Liam on 16 lap old hards. I'm sure Crooksy will close up to Liam pretty soon and get that move done. And Sean is getting past Woods, and Woods has had an incident. I'm not sure if he touched with Sean, but Bradfield's now coming up behind him as well. Woods definitely had a problem there. Not sure if he's got wing damage or not, as Nightwing is getting passed by Emerson. 4P3, they're side by side. Nightwing's got the inside, Emerson's on the outside. Nightwing breaks latest, and Emerson done really well there, but Nightwing is not giving it up, is he? This is fantastic racing from these two then. Emerson is going to have to DRS, so he's got the inside line. That's Woods pits of those 17 lap old mediums. And Idenzo's got ahead. Where's Idenzo? Idenzo's on the back of this fight as well. Didn't even see him creeping up there. Who's in front? Nightwing gets the outside, takes it off Emerson again. Great defending from Nightwing there. And Idenzo's caught up to this battle as well then. He really wants this. This is for the lead as well, effectively, with Emerson if Idenzo's not pitting again. And Cowie's over about a second clear of Rick Dalton as well. And here we go, and Emerson. He should have it this time. He goes to the outside of Nightwing. What is Nightwing going to do? All they're side by side. Again, they've kept this really clean. Nightwing going around the outside. What a battle this is. Emerson still side by side. Oh, he's been pushed off a little bit there. I'm sure Emerson's going to get him done on the straight though. He gets a much better exit. Oh, Nightwing covers him off there though. That'd affected him. He's got DRS on. Walker's left the session. DRS open, ERS activate. He's got Idenzo in his slipstream as well. He's got to be careful. Nightwing could get overtaken twice here, and he is going to as well. He gets out of the battle. Is Idenzo going to look at Emerson? He goes to the inside, and he then backs out of it. And then backing out of it, he's lost the place back to Nightwing too, isn't he? Unless he goes down the inside here. Oh, went into Nightwing a bit hard, and he lost the rear, didn't he? Again, they're glitching, aren't they? They're glitching a little bit. Idenzo, he gets his nose in front. Is Nightwing going to fight it here? It's a terrible camera angle. Nightwing stays in front. Nightwing's done some brilliant defending. Oh, he's gone a bit wide here, and that's going to let Idenzo win. And Idenzo, I think, has he got the move done? Oh, Nightwing's lost it a little bit there. He went off the track and spun back on into Idenzo. No big contact there, and eventually Nightwing loses the places. Great defending there from Nightwing, though, as Tango gets past Bradfield for P12. Down into turn 4 again, then. And after a bit of a manic start to the race, the last 6-7 laps has been fantastic. Lots of fantastic battles on track. This is much better. Jay Story has fallen back, then Woods further back on the hards. Jake the Slayer, as he just rejoined him, as he gets a 3-second penalty. I'm not sure why he pitted again, if he had wing damage. But he is down in last, we missed that. Nightwing does pit then off those old mediums, and I think it might just be another set of mediums to the end. He got 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. That's unfortunate for him. Serious Mushroom's got a 3-second penalty, and Nightwing got wing damage. That's why he's coming in. He's getting on a new wing, and it is fresh mediums to the end then. So Crooksy looking good in P6. He doesn't have to stop again. Farf will have to stop again in 5th. Idenzo's 1.7 seconds off Emerson, and he's on those medium tyres. I'm not sure if they'll be able to go to the end. Cowie's 1.5 seconds in front then. Rick Dalton will have to pit very soon, I think. He'll end up putting on more mediums till the end. Bit of a glitch there, isn't it? It looks like you can hear the engine on his car's not sounding too good, is it? Emerson P3 then. Emerson, I think, at this stage is favourite for the race then. He's comfortably going to get those hards to the end. Guys in front have to pit. Idenzo's behind on mediums, which will start to go off, and he's falling further back, and he's now 2 seconds. Fast further back, he's got to pit too. Do apologise. I had to quickly go and answer the door. Right, Rick Dalton comes in the pits then. Idenzo also into the pits. So both brothers are in. Those mediums were not going to last to the end, were they? I think it's going to be... He's going on softs, Idenzo. It's a bit early, isn't it? Didn't change wings as well. I thought if he's going to go to softs, he'd have waited another couple of laps. Sean takes P4 and Sean's going to the end. This is a great chance then for Emerson, Crooksy and Sean, because at the moment that is the podium, although Knowlesy's closing up into behind Sean going down to turn 1. Obviously Idenzo behind on fresh softs. I'm sure he's going to rapidly close up to Sean and Knowlesy. At the moment Emerson and Crooksy are looking really good for P1 and P2. Cowie now on those soft tyres. He's getting caught up by Emerson, isn't he? 11 laps on those softs. Cowie, I think he's going to probably go one more lap and they'll put on another fresh set of softs to the end. So the more pain he endures now, the quicker he'll be towards the end. It'd be interesting to see where he comes out as well. So if he's close to Idenzo, that'd be the battle then, wouldn't it? Cowie's been in clean air. Does he pit now? He does. He is coming to the pits now then. So he'll be on the same strategy really as Idenzo. Fresh softs to the end. Farf gets a 3-second penalty. That's not the first one either. He's just put fresh softs on again to the end. Quite a long way to go. He's going around the outside of Serious Mushman. He turns in quite early as well. Not sure how much room he left there as Liam's getting past Bradfield. As Bradfield did get another 3-second penalty there too. I'm sure Bradfield being outside the points and with a couple of penalties as well, I'm sure he's going to put some fresh softs on in a couple of laps time. Is that what you're going to do? He's doing it now. There we go. Nightwing's in the pits as well, and he retired in the pits. I'm not sure why he's done that. Just retired in the pits for absolutely nothing. He's on 3-lap old mediums. Got a yellow flag in sector 3 as Knowlesy's getting passed by Idenzo then for P5. Knowlesy's going to fight it, and Idenzo just got much more grip in those tyres, isn't he? Idenzo's going to be closing up to his teammate Sean then. Will Sean let him past easily on different strategy completely, I'm sure. Is he going to move out of the way? I don't think he is. He's going to have to follow him through sector 2. And Sean is definitely costing Idenzo some time here, but Idenzo will have the DRS in a second. It gets a fantastic exit to the zone 2. He moves to the side, and Idenzo's going to comfortably take that position off Sean, isn't he? There we go, and Sean moves aside. That is Idenzo's place. Really miffed as to why Nightwing retired. He's having a great race. He was on mediums to the end. It was looking good to catch up a few cars in front. Not sure if he got wing damage and then started losing time or what, but it'd be good to have an explanation. We'll have a quick look in the comments. Sully saying that went well as usual. Well, qualifying from Sully was incredible, wasn't it? It was so quick, so quick. Don't know where he got that pace from. He says loads of McLarens are cursed. Oh, well, he'll probably get another McLaren next season now for saying that, won't he? When we do the draw. No wonder I lost control of the S section last night, says Dylan. Of course, Dylan was a McLaren car as well. So Sully, yeah, he's saying it's an awful track in his opinion. He's very quick around it if he can get a lap together, but it is different in the race, isn't it? Because you've got to do 36 laps to put together without spinning. As Cowie gets another 3-second penalty. So Cowie, yeah, he's 3 seconds out ahead of Idenzo on 1 lap fresher tyres as well. But I do think Cowie's got more penalties than Idenzo, and that's probably going to cost him that podium spot. Saying that though, I'm sure they're both going to be closing up to Crooksy for P2, because he's obviously on 13 lap old hards as Idenzo gets a 3-second penalty. He rarely gets penalties. Never see Idenzo get time penalties, but he's got one here. So if it's 6 seconds for Cowie and 3 seconds of penalties for Idenzo, as it stands, it's going to be about level, isn't it, as they cross the line. Sean's already fallen 3 seconds back from Idenzo, and he's going to be under pressure from Knowlesy as well, who are on the same strategies. And Farf on these fresh softs then is going to be hunting both of these down, and he's looking really good for a P5 here, Farf. Obviously he's on no points at the moment because he has only done 1 race with us. It'd be great for him to get some points and lift him out of the relegation zone. Rick Dalton in P8 then, fresh mediums, Sean and Knowlesy are battling out then. Sean defends. These two are fantastic drivers. And there we go, and these two will keep it clean, I'm sure. Sean's going to be under big pressure here, and look at this, Knowlesy's got a lot more pace. DRS open, he goes to the outside. Is he going to stick with it? He does stick with it. We're going board with Farf from behind. He's got a great view of this. There we go. Knowlesy's on the inside. Sean on the outside. He's still fighting it though. Knowlesy looks like he's got the place, and Sean does tuck in behind. Fantastic battle from Sean and Knowlesy there. Could always trust those two to have a clean fight together, and they did that exactly, didn't they? Sean's going to be under big pressure from Farf, and it's helped Farf out in the sense that he's gained time, and Serious Mushroom's getting past Woods down to turn 4. Serious Mushroom will be on a charge now and into the points. Liam and P9 after a poor start, and Farf went down the inside of Sean there. Not sure if there was contact made, but Sean went wide. Farf up in the P6 then. Next up for Farf is Knowlesy. Knowlesy might be a bit too far forward for him to get the move done the straight, although he has got ERS activated. He's going to have DRS too. Knowlesy's got enough VRS to defend if he needs it. I think Farf, oh, he is closing up quick though. Is he going to do a late move down the inside? He's not going for it. He's going to back out, although he does. Oh, Knowlesy went wide. Knowlesy let him past, I think. There we go. Knowlesy does the sporting thing. He lets his friend Farf through. Fighting that for Knowlesy wouldn't have helped him with his battle with Sean, because Farf was always going to get the move done. Farf is now P5. Cowie, look, it's 2.8 behind Crooksy. Idenza a further 3 seconds back, so Crooksy, that P2, is looking under threat, and that battle between Crooksy and Cowie just never seems to end, does it? Every race there's a point in it where Crooksy and, well, more than one point in it where Crooksy and Cowie end up fighting each other. Dylan saying beautiful move by Farf. Yeah, we did see it, didn't we? And Chazza saying sorry guys, not too sure what happened to Chazza. We saw Siege's instant with Tango, we saw Sully have a couple of spins. Walker we saw of an instant as well, and he hit into the wall. Chazza, not too sure where it went wrong for him, I can't remember. And Nightwing retired it in the pits. Knowlesy then's already fallen back from Farf. Sean's within DRS range of Knowlesy, he wants that place back. These two have both got to be careful though, because they've got guys on fresh mediums behind, with Rick, Liam and Tango. No, Tango is quite a bit further back, isn't he? Tango's in a league of his own for P10. I think that P10's going to be his, isn't it? Unless something dramatically changes. Bradfield down in 14th, and he is on fresh softs, and he cuts the corner as we joins him. Again, if Bradfield's still there come the end of the race, if there's no safety car to the end, I'm sure Jake the Slayer and Jay Story might do the same thing. It's pit in the last couple of laps, put another set of fresh softs on and go for fastest lap. Might as well. You won't get a point because you're outside the top 10, but it takes a point off someone else. And Cowie already is in DRS range of Crooksy, and he's going to get it as they start sector 3. Look, the end of sector 2, sorry, they're about to start sector 3. Here we go then. And I think Cowie might be getting Crooksy on the straight, and I think Crooksy's going to be a sitting duck. Keeps it nice and tidy then, and Cowie wants to move down as quick as possible so Idenzo can't catch up on him. And look at this then, Crooksy is just going to get absolutely swamped, isn't he? ERS activated, DRS open for Cowie, he moves to the inside, and Crooksy doesn't stand a chance, does he? As we see Bradfield getting past Jake the Slayer for P13. There we go, then Crooksy slots in behind. He's got 3.5 seconds to Idenzo, and Idenzo's soft tyres might start to go off a little bit. So I give Crooksy a good chance of defending it with Idenzo. I just think Crooksy has got more penalties though. So that's where the struggle might be, but even still it should be P4 for Crooksy. Unless Farf can really get a move on and make up 8 seconds to Idenzo and P4. We're forgetting all the while, aren't we? Emerson Hilton then on his debut. His brother won last night in the championship. And he did say earlier in the comments, didn't he? For once, he's going to try and do as good as his brother did, and he's making a good job of it so far. There's still quite a while to go, and of course there's guys on fresh softs behind, so if Emerson's got a lot of penalties and the soft guy, fresh softs of Cowie behind can catch up like he is at the moment, it's not all done yet. You know anything can happen here, but Emerson's been a fantastic strong race. He had a great start, didn't he? He only started down in 5th, but still good. He made up 3 positions on the first lap, and his strategy's been very good too. Idenzo is 2 seconds now behind Crooksy. As Jake the Slayer pits for fresh softs, he's going to go on them to the end. He is now getting lapped, but he's going to go for fastest lap, I'm sure. Crooksy then about 1.8 off Cowie. Cowie it's 8.3 to Emerson. You might get DRS though off the goes to Jay Story, who's being lapped. Jay Story in P14 then. Woods in P12. And like I say, apart from... Oh, Rick Dalton's getting past Sean for P7. He goes around the outside. Oh, he doesn't even go around the outside. He's already pulled back and got in front of Sean. on those fresh mediums. Well, not so fresh anymore, but Sean's old hards. The battle now for Sean is to keep that P8, really, isn't it? Because Liam's only 5 seconds down the road on newer mediums. As Jake Deslay gets past Jay Story for P14, and good to see still a lap down, they're still battling it out. As Knowlesy gets a 3-second penalty, and he's going to be under pressure from Rick Dalton in a minute. Idenzo then, he's within DRS range of Crooksy. And again, once they get onto the straight, if Idenzo's close enough, it's going to be difficult for him to defend. 6.9 between the top two then, so Cowie is really closing up. I haven't seen any penalties for Emerson. And Cowie, I think I have seen a couple. Is he going to be close enough here? Then Crooksy's moving to the side to try and get out of the slipstream, but it's not helping because Idenzo's just following him, isn't he? And he goes to the inside then, and the move is done easily, and he's got so much more pace. Crooksy out of ERS, couldn't defend it, and Crooksy cuts the corner in defending it too. And then another one. He did get a 3-second penalty for that. Crooksy's got 10 seconds between him and Farf in 5th, as Rick gets past Knowlesy, then go down the inside into turn 1. Good move there from Rick Dalton. He's had a much better race than he did quali. P6 for Rick then, and as these soft tyres of Farf start to go off a little bit, Rick might be able to close up. We have seen penalties for some guys in front as well. Not sure how many Rick's got. Behind then Sean, he's fallen away from Knowlesy, isn't he? Knowlesy I think's looked after his tyres better. It's 2.4 the gap now then, or maybe Sean made a mistake somewhere because he has lost at least a second just on that lap. Liam 3.5 seconds then to close the gap to Sean for P8. Tango, like we said, P10. He's made that as his own, hasn't he? Serious Mushroom still 7 seconds away. It doesn't look like Serious Mushroom's getting any points today unless there's loads of penalties for some of the guys in front. It's 4.9 between Emerson and Cowie. Idenzo is further 3 seconds back, and Emerson, he's going slower, isn't he? 20 laps on these hards, only got a couple of laps left to go. The softs are going to start to go off for the guys behind, but Cowie's doing a fantastic job here, isn't he? Looks like he's going to be on the podium at least today for Cowie. Could be a win yet, we do not know. No, but as we think it's no penalties for Emerson. We think it's 6 for Cowie, we think it's 3 for Idenzo. So as it stands, it'd be Idenzo second. Then Crooksy's still comfortably in 4th, isn't he? He's got 9 seconds back to Farf. Knowles, stuck with Rick, isn't he? He's still got DRS, he still wants that P6 back. As Cowie gets another 3-second penalty then. So that all but ends his hopes, doesn't it, for Cowie of winning the race. Knowles then catching back up to Rick. Right, whilst there's not too much going on, we're going to quickly have a look at the race direct. We don't normally do this, but we just want to see. Or penalty. Penalty. 6 seconds of penalties for Emerson. Did not know that. Cowie then has got, I think he's got 12 seconds. Cowie has actually. Idenzo has just got 3. So there we go. Idenzo could be in the chance of winning this yet because he's only about 6 seconds off the lead. We're going to have to look and gap to leader now. So if Idenzo can get within 3 seconds of the leader with the penalties as it stands, he can still win this race. Although he did cut a corner there, I think we would have got a warning for that. And oh, Tango's left the session again. He should have another invite. Should have another one. Battle. What's this? A battle for 8th then. Liam's really catching up to Sean as they go down to turn 1. Is he going to go for it here? I'm sure he won't. No, he does back out of it. He wants a better line instead so we can have a go at it. As he goes down into turn 4. There we go. Fantastic entry onto the straight then. DRS open. He's almost past Sean before the DRS activates. Liam gets the move done then. Farf gets another 3-second penalty, which all but secures that 4th place for Crooksy. And Farf's under pressure from Rick and Knowlesy behind, so P5's really up for grabs for them then. Tango's not joined back yet, so we'll quickly get another invite. You can still see the faint of the AlphaTauri in the background. Tango, there we go, he's got another invite. He's still in P10 at the moment, isn't he? Still P10, if we can get back in that car and hold on to it. With Serious Mushrooms hunting down at final point. And look, as we are on the last lap, they come down to turn 1. It's 2 seconds between the front two. Idenzo needs to be within 3 seconds of the leader, we think, to win. It's 4.9 at the moment, and it's getting bigger, that gap. Bradfield gets another penalty. Switch back to gap to the intervals, as Serious Mushroom does pass the Ghost of Tango. It's such a shame to see Tango dropping out the points again. He just keeps getting kicked from the session. And apart from the DNFs we saw early on, this has been a fantastic race for Mexico. Not only has it been so quick, but so clean from these guys as well. We haven't seen many incidents at all, have we, apart from the first quarter of the race. We've so many good battles. Knowlesy and Sean, Farf has made some great double overtakes as we've seen. 1.5 between the front two of them. Cowie's really going for it, isn't he? We'll use all that ERS left, but Emerson Hilton is reserving for us tonight. Oh, I thought that was still on the gap to the leader then. It's 3.8, isn't it? The gap to the leader. Emerson just doesn't need any penalties. We see the confetti of the Mexican colours then. Emerson's going to cross the line in first, and we think he's going to win it. Here we go then. Emerson Hilton on his debut wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Cowie's a lot further back. Idenzo, what can he do? It's second for Idenzo. It was 6/10 in the end. Cowie is in third. Crooksey crosses the line. He's got a lot of penalties, so he's down in fourth. So great race there from Crooksey. Great all night from Crooksey. What can Farf do as he crosses the line? We've got a yellow flag. Farf is in fifth. Rick takes fifth from him. Knowlesy's got a puncture. 22 laps of those hards, and Knowlesy's got a puncture. He's passed by Liam on the line. Liam gets P6 in the end then. Knowlesy only P8. If it weren't for that puncture, it could have been a lot more. As Sean actually gets up to 8th with the penalties for Knowlesy. Serious Mushroom across the line, I think P10. If he's not got many penalties, he could be even further up here for Serious Mushroom. It is only P10 for Serious Mushroom. There we go, and what a fantastic race that was. Knowlesy with the puncture at the end, drama all the way. Tango crosses the line, it is P10 for him. Woods is spinning out the final corner. It's been a story of his night, isn't it, for Woods? Jake the Slay and Jay Story already crossed the line. Bradfield's last across the line for P13. Emerson Hilton, and what a fantastic race. Ayrton's in the comments saying, well done Emerson, brothers win Mexico. Mexico, one of the hardest tracks, isn't it, for this calendar. What a race that was tonight. And there we go then, Emerson and Ayrton, the brothers have taken Mexico by storm, haven't they? Congratulations to Emerson on his debut. Only joined the server today. Ayrton messaged me earlier saying Emerson might want to reserve tonight to join the league, and he did, didn't he? And he won it. Absolutely fantastic. They wanted to rule Mexico, and they have, haven't they? Idenzo, fantastic effort for him as well. And in the end, it's only 6/10 off because of the extra penalty to Emerson. Cowie P3, great to see him back up there on the podium. It's 15 points gained on Siege as well. And he did get fastest lap too, so it's 16 points. Crooksey P4, again, great to see him up there. Rick Dalton, P5. Just mentioned Crooksey as well. All season's been quick, but the last couple of races, he's finally managed to get a lot of points on the board. Rick started 13th, Liam 11th, Farf 15th, Sean 14th. Have all managed to get decent points at the end, especially to Liam after spinning out and being rock last after lap 1. Knowlesy unlucky with that puncture at the end. I'm sure he'd have got 7th or 8th if it weren't for that. And Serious Mushroom, we said he always manages to find a way to get in the points, and it was Tango disconnecting that got Serious Mushroom the points today. Just one of them, but still in the points. And Liam didn't get any time penalties. Unbelievable there. And again, that proves that avoiding penalties and get your points in Mexico. Well, we got through a disconnection, didn't we? We got through a server error. Got through it all today. A couple of incidents that will be looked at after the race. Of course, the Siege one with Tango we'll have to have a look at. Hopefully Tango will have his footage, even though it kept disconnecting for him. Unfortunately, a couple retire in the pits. I'm sure the race would have been much better if it weren't for that. But even still, really enjoyed that, and the guys kept it really clean, especially towards the end of the race. Really good to watch. And so that caps off another weekend, and race 16 done then. Next week we are in Abu Dhabi for the Championship and Premier League. Again, I think it's good. Bit of respite really. A track that's quite wide. Hopefully it'll be a bit of a quieter race because my voice is going after tonight. Incredible weekend though again. Great to see Emerson and Ayrton both getting their first wins with us. Well done against them both. Also to you, Justin, as well for reserving tonight. It was a fantastic clean race, always getting out the way and decent pace as well, so thank you to you too.
I got a wing down, I just couldn't do anything about that. I had to get out of the way.
Definitely. Stick FIFA on now. Had enough F1 this weekend. It's been too much. Too much of it now. Been too good for us. Got to leave it alone. Save it for next week now. Brilliant. So we will see you 6:25. It'll be the stream for League One on Friday. Hopefully you can join us then. And I've clicked on Start Share Play instead of End Stream. So yeah, right, there we go then. All done. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.